Welcome to the video book summary of The Art of Happiness by the Dalai Lama. The book was published in 1998 and weighing 352 pages. Nearly every time you see him, he's laughing, or at least smiling, and he makes everyone else around him feel like smiling. He's the Dalai Lama, the spiritual and temporal leader of Tibet, a Nobel Peace Prize winner, and a hugely sought-after speaker and statesman. Why is he so popular? Even after spending only a few minutes in his presence, you can't help but feeling happier. The Art of Happiness is a book that started the genre of happiness books, and it remains the cornerstone of the field of the positive psychology. The book is available on Amazon with the link in the description if you like what you hear. So without further ado, I bring you the book summary of The Art of Happiness. The purpose of life is happiness. Happiness is determined more by the state of one's mind than by one's external conditions, circumstances, or events, at least once one's basic survival needs are met. Happiness can be achieved through the systematic training of our hearts and minds, through reshaping our attitudes and outlook. The key to happiness is in our own hands. Purpose of life: to seek happiness, by lingering on the things that make you happy and eliminating the things that make you suffer. Sources of happiness: it's based on a peaceful state of mind, how we perceive ourselves, inner compassion and serenity, unaffected by the changes in our external material circumstances, calm, peace of mind, inner discipline to achieve it, not only on external events, health, wealth, friendships and relationships, and affections. If I have peace of mind, I don't care for external material things. Discipline to be happy in the moment, enjoy the moment. Carpe diem. Instead of trying to have what we want, let's want what we have. Contentment. Inner self of worth. Liberation equals no sense of suffering. Ask myself, will this action bring me happiness in the long run? Learn to eliminate negative emotions and negative states of mind and increase the positive ones. Don't miss the opportunity. The law of cause and effects implies that we have to eliminate the causes for unhappiness, negative emotions. Classify causes in positive and negative. We need to learn how to recognize them. Positive emotion, compassion, equals loving kindness. Use each day positively, every moment. And at night, critique the day to see if I took full advantage of it, with the purpose of improving the next day, not for self-blame. Self-disciplined mind to act as a role model. The power is in my own hands. Feeling of love, affection, closeness, and compassion bring happiness. Buddha nature. Be gentle, not aggressive. Aggressions come because of the frustrations to achieve. Get love. Worthwhile activities. Proper utilizations of time. We work on the future of the basis of the hope that will be here tomorrow. Serve others in order to value life. Be a good person with a good positive feelings, compassions, serenity, and love. You never feel lonely if you have compassion. Belief in the openness to others. To give and receive affection. To feel untouched by rejection, judgment, fear, anger, doubt, and indecision. Self-reliance is actually an illusion. We all depend on others for food and clothes, etc. We're all interconnected. And that's the trick. We are all interconnected. Relationships need to be based on mutual respect. Appreciate the other and their dignity. Have genuine affection, but not idolize the other. More is less. Compassion. Compassion equals state of mind that's non-violent, non-harming, and non-aggressive. Let others be free. Be committed, responsible, and respectful of others. Start with the wish to be free of suffering, and then embrace others in this wish. Compassion is different from attachment, which implies a tendency of controlling others, especially friends and loved ones. Compassion is towards everybody, as human beings, not only friends. Don't be attached. Everybody strives to be happy, regardless of being my friend or not. Genuine, universal compassion towards the right of other people to be free from suffering. By understanding suffering and embracing the suffering of others in myself with empathy, I can generate compassion. Nobody wants to suffer. reflect on the suffering of others, and apply it to myself. Compassion is generated. Know that there are problems in life that are inevitable: ill health, old age, and death. Suffering and fear arises by wanting to struggle against the sad things of life. We instead need to accept them as part of life. Directly confront old age, ill health, and death. Prepare for them, and they won't be so shocking. Suffering, accept it as natural. Be more tolerant towards it as a part of life that hasn't reached illumination yet. Remove the causes of suffering: ignorance, cravings, and hatred. Know yourself. Death of others. Carry on their wishes and check your feelings in order to keep living in happiness. Don't get depressed. Others had and have similar or worse tragedies. Don't fear, avoid, or reject suffering. It's natural and it needs to be dealt with. Number 1, don't self-create suffering. Number 2, I'm responsible for my own suffering and can do something about it. Don't be a victim. And 3, don't think, act negatively. Think positive. Choose how to respond to a difficult event. I'm not the only one who's suffering this. I can find a solution. And on unfairness, it's a result of the law of attraction. I'm still responsible. Often unfairness, which contextualized and with detachment, e.g., noisy kids and his father doesn't say anything because their mum died, can be reframed and accepted without feeling hurt and suffering. Don't blame myself or others. Suffering equals resistance to change. Most of the time, more in general, a situation that has an outcome that is not as we wanted. It generates anger, frustration, and suffering. But life is always changing. Think of events from different perspectives to reach calmness of mind. Everything is an opportunity. The law of attraction for things related to me. Law of attraction evoked by others for things related to others, e.g., loss or ill health of others. I didn't ask for it, they did. Others have suffered more and survived, e.g., Jewish in concentration camps. Be flexible and adaptable, but know what you want. End the suffering by finding the meaning of it. Hope that my suffering is of help to others so they won't go through the same suffering again, e.g., Jesus. Pain. Physical, good to protect ourselves. Suffering, mental, to connect with others. Visualization and meditation. Open ourselves to others' suffering. Don't be selfish. Wish and transmute my positive qualities to people who are suffering. We're all human beings. Compassion. Learn. Suffering and its causes. Habits to change. Conviction of change towards positive thoughts and determination to change. Action and effort towards enthusiasm and sense of urgency to change. Life is short. Bad things contain good. Control them by knowing them. Don't be controlled by them. And negative behaviors equals destructive. Don't do it. Discomfort. Go out of your comfort zones. Condition myself to change out of routine. Change and mental development takes time and a consistent effort. Take the long-term view. Learn and train to go from negative, anger, hatred, and attachment to positive, love, compassion, and forgiveness emotions. Negative emotions destroy us, and they have no valid foundation deep down. They're based on ignorance. Wisdom factor. Learn that negative emotions are caused by ignorance. Cultivate the positive to counteract the negative, and the positive will beat the negative whenever I feel negative emotions. Concentration and discipline. Reshape the negative. Anger brings generally to hatred and lets you be unable to judge properly. Hatred is my only real enemy and works 24 hours a day against me. Leave him no opportunity. Cultivate the antidotes, patience and tolerance. I'm fighting and seeking victory, and I might lose sometimes. Generally directly confront and analyze anger and hatred. Is it an appropriate response? Is it constructive or not? Cultivate the positive. If I get hurt by someone, and on top of that, I get mad, I add destruction over me. Be strong and think positive. Humility. You can't retaliate, but you don't, and be patient. Sometimes strong countermeasures need to be taken if people are hurting us, but take them always out of compassion towards the others, patience and tolerance that bring to forgiveness. Getting angry equals I lose my composure and peace of mind, and I become ugly and unpleasant, as others do when they get angry. Visualize it in order not to get mad again. Be determined not to let others make me angry or suffer. If it doesn't matter what they do or how they treat me, it only matters the result I want. Have it clear. Peace of mind plus reaching my current objective. All people have the Buddha nature in potential. It's not possible to have self-hatred or to self-punish ourselves. Besides, we can change what we don't like in ourselves. Think of the illuminations I had. Try to have more and keep the thought in mind. And keep it also and especially when with others, even if they didn't reach it yet. Spirituality, to benefit oneself. Calmness, happiness. Each religion is fine and should make people and the world better. Consider prayers are reminders of my values. Compassion, forgiveness, kindness, and caring. Every day to start right, but don't make it a nightmare. Equals, then I can pray 24 hours a day by living following my values. Translate a disciplined state of mind into one's daily actions. And last but not least, meditate on my mind. Feel it. Meditate. Have no thoughts but be mindful. Feel my conscious in the now, in the neutral state. And last, breathe. And that's a wrap on this great book, The Art of Happiness by the Dalai Lama. Please, in the comments below, tell me what stuck out for you, one or two things that stuck out in the review. Look back on our channel for previous video book summaries and subscribe to our channel for future books. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram for your daily book summaries at #BestBookBits. If you liked the video and want to buy the book, click the link in the video description to purchase from Amazon. This summary is from Alvaro's blog, and I hope you learned a thing or two. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.